Yay Media Group.
So it's more nuanced than that. But if someone says it on a podcast and people might think, oh, I'm going to reroute that narrative.
Yeah.
I mean, don't worry, girl. We're not going to twist your words out. And then you see like the edit for this week. I hate
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Airports have like the best people watching because everybody is their main character and simultaneously just trying to like look like be a person. Everyone's like, oh, I'm just trying to be comfortable on this plane while I fart in these pants for the next 4 hours.
Well, the crazy thing is, so this actually brings us to, obviously, hello, everybody. We just jumped right in. Welcome to Highkey, blah, blah, blah. Whatever.
Hope you had your breakfast.
But no, right? I just feel like I'm just not prepared for the test. No, I feel like I've kind of stepped in your shoes. I've been traveling for the past like couple of weeks. Like went from Sundance and then I went to the Super Bowl. Shout out to Benito. Oh my God. An incredible halftime show. Bad Bunny.
Girl, I can only imagine. So wait, you were there, right?
So I wasn't at the game. I was there like early weekend, sort of like from Thursday. Well, yeah, from like Thursday to like Saturday. Cause I've gone to the game before. Like obviously I've worked with the league. I've done the game. And for me, I've realized football games and like halftime shows are meant for watching on your couch or from a TV because you get more details. You get to actually like see the product. It's like those shows are made for television. And so being in the field, yeah, you get a really cool opportunity to see how the sauce is made. But for me, I'm just like, I want to see the theatrics. I want to see everything on the screen. And when I tell you, it was so fucking worth it. Bad Bunny. Oh my God, Bad Bunny just was absolutely incredible.
He's everything. And I like how we went from being like the snowflake people, you know, they're like, oh yeah, those queers and those queer liberals, they can't do anything. They're such weak men. They're pussies. And now, like legit, it feels like the tides have turned. The fact that some people were so butthurt, they actually tried to convince themselves they wanted to hear Kid Rock.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, how are you so offended that like, yes, this entire halftime show, because I'm going to low-key kind of out my mom a little bit because she texted me. She was like, she was like, I love this show, but how am I supposed to understand anything if I don't understand Spanish? And I'm like, Mom, it's the music. It's the feeling. Like I was watching that halftime show, not understanding a lick of Spanish, but literally the storytelling is so like clear. The chills that I felt like I received over that entire however long performance, like it was emotional. Like it was an emotional experience. And I'm just like, if you hated it, you like empathy and you're probably like, your soul is black.
I mean, it's just like, it is what it is, especially because like, girl, if we're really going to be like, oh, I don't understand this, bitch, like put on subtitles.
Which I mean, my thing now.
What about your phone?
You could have worn your little new AirPods and it would have translated it in your ear from that new little thing that they have. So it's like, there's opportunities for you to understand. I mean, literally just Google, all of these songs and you can read the lyrics and like actually see what it was. But I think honestly, it also just shows that media literacy is at an all-time low. Like,
it is the lowest of low. It's the lowest of low because I was watching the whole Super Bowl on the couch with like Doug and some friends, and during the moment where he like gives the little boy his Grammy. We were all melting. We were all crying. Like 5 minutes after, one friend is like, oh my God, was that the boy who got deported? And it's no bitch, get off the internet. No bitch, get off the internet. And then our other friend is literally sitting there like here for all of this, but so TikTok brain that she leaves and we get a text like 20 minutes later being like, oh my God, was that the little boy who was deported? Like, bitch, we are cooked fried.
It's so embarrassing. I will say though,
the knife cuts two ways though, because you cannot tell me that video of that's circulating isn't the actual Erica Kirk coming out looking like Star Wars Dark Lord with fireworks going up behind her for their little. We're having our own separate party. Like I was like, yeah, watch
that shit. I'm like, I don't care.
I haven't turned the volume up.
Who cares about Kid Rock? Like it's all just so dumb. And honestly, you know, I think Bad Bunny all around literally put like himself in like the top of like halftime shows for me. Like that was just incredible. It was incredible.
You know what I love is even if we hated it, even if like people, half of America hated it, apparently half of America didn't. It being the most watched Super Bowl halftime show in history, right after being the first artist to win both the album of the year and the album of the year at the Grammys and Latin Grammys. Like,
yeah, I'm like,
Bad Bunny is just everything. Like, don't be such a loser.
He's having like the year of his life. And honestly, when you just said like half of America loves him and the other half doesn't, it also could like actually describe our guest for this week because half of like probably Drag Race fans hate her and the other half like us love her, and I think she proved why so many people are loving her more and more and more.
The original Bad Bunny of drag.
I mean, Willam is joining us. We have been waiting for this episode to come out. Like there is just so much that we like went down like I guess the Willam hole to like really talk about, and it's so good. So I hope you're ready for, you know, this is also our last interview that we've kind of like are getting out there. So moving forward, you will be getting more updated like in real time.
You're going to see people whose numbers we haven't blocked since we talked to them.
Absolutely. And honestly, I think you're also just going to be seeing a little bit more of just Yvie and I too. Like I would love to like know if y'all are ready for that. Like I'm excited for that. So yeah, let's get ready. Willam's about to be on the pod. Lock in, buckle up, because that bitch is crazy. When I think about our guest, booked and unbothered are two words that literally sit with me. And so please welcome to Highkey, the absolutely fabulous, the low-key controversial, not even low-key, high-key controversial, Willam.
Yeah.
Hi, bitch, what, my IKEA bag?
Speaking of books.
Wow. Yvie.
My sister, the author.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you read it yet?
Oh, bitch.
No, so we were literally just talking about how she read it.
These are all things I need to talk to you about, all the dog tag page.
Yeah. I don't even remember any of that.
We got references. I know you didn't write it, bitch.
Okay, first things first. When's the last time y'all saw each other?
I have no idea. Honestly, I went back through my head. I'm like, every interaction I've had with her is positive. But I don't even know if we've met in person.
So that's the thing is, I feel like we've, I will remember because I am, the younger Drag Race queen.
Okay.
And by that, I mean, like, you know how
I'm in my 40s, you're in your 20s.
Oh no, I was just gonna mean like you know when a bitch gets on the show before you and you're like, wow, that bitch who I looked up to or whatever. I mean, maybe you don't because you only had a couple bitches before you, but.
Well, Jinx tells me that I was the first drag queen that she saw on TV on a TV show called Street Smarts.
Oh,
okay, well,
wow.
honestly, I have that same experience where like before Drag Race, like I just remember putting on ticked off trannies with knives.
Yes.
And being like, that is one busted bitch.
She's doing it on purpose.
Yeah. No, I wasn't. That was my best. I thought I was gorgeous. And then the last day of filming, Alexis Davenport says, Willam, come here, come sit by me. And I think she's going to like say something nice. She's like, I'm going to fix your nose so it doesn't ruin my movie. And I was like, a Davenport. So
that does get very Davenport.
She did. But that movie is so great. And I didn't realize all those years that I was working as an actor on these shows that I was getting booked because I was the Brick Brigade.
Yeah.
And I could tell the story. They could tell, oh yeah, her. Yeah. And it worked for the transphobia aspect of it.
Well,
honestly.
I was gonna say honestly, it like really did play a lot in because now half of these movies clearly could not, would not, should not be made or whatever.
Absolutely.
But for me, it was just really cool to see, even if it was really bad caricatures, but like just to see like transness to see like drag, to see these people having. And so when I saw you on Drag Race, like popping your shit, being like, yeah, I've actually worked. I was like, ooh, but she has though.
Well,
I mean, Jiggly knew. Jiggly and I had our big break from the same person, Ryan Murphy. So when she called me and she told me she got on that show, I was just like, I know Our Lady J played a big part of it too, because she was a writer on it and loved Jiggly. But I was so excited for Jiggles because she called me and she's like, she said something and I was like, give me your address. And I sent her flowers and it just said, you must have a television. I was like, congratulations on Pose. Like, she's just so, Ryan gave so many of us shots, and Nip Tuck was one of the first times I ever played a character that wasn't a hooker. He's like, no, she's a bartender. I was like, I don't have to work my looks no more.
And that's also the thing, right? Like you were a part of, when you got onto Drag Race, it was sort of just like, okay, I'm doing this. It wasn't like it was going to make you because you were already made.
Well, it definitely, I wouldn't be here now without it. But like, I literally went on because I was told that I wasn't going to be seen for an acting project because I wasn't a name. And they were already seeing, what's her name? Caitlin Crocker. And back when she was Leave Britney Alone, and Shangela. So I was like, oh, I need to go on Drag Race. And then a week later, after I had that conversation with my agent, Chanel Perillo from Drag Race casting called me and said, you should make a tape. We want one. I was like, oh, okay.
That's kind of wild because I do feel like there was this era where going on Drag Race still wasn't necessarily something that was like gonna break into the mainstream world.
Nobody knew. The first season they asked me to make a tape and I was like, why? I'll just come to the office and
audition.
Well, no. I had booked dancers for them for years at that office. I had done a Bravo show called Show Dogs, Moms and Dads, where I sang Supermodel because they couldn't license the song for their own show because Ru doesn't own the rights to it. So they had me come in and parrot it for $50.
Word.
Because I can do that. And I did. So they had known me. The dancer booking with them I'd been doing since like 2005.
Yeah.
So I knew Theron for years, back when he was actually fun.
Do you when you look back at it now, and yes, I guess you wouldn't have such longevity if it wasn't for the show in a way, but I think you still would have. I wonder, do you wish you just skipped it altogether?
No, absolutely not. Now? I met Ru in 2007 when I did a show called Another Gay Movie. It was a sequel. I was a flight attendant with Amanda Lepore, and Ru was one of the passengers, and we were told, don't speak to her, don't bother her, don't instigate all that stuff. And like, she was nice to me because she knew me from the parties and she always had nice things to say about my outfit. So I was like, I'm not afraid of her. And, and it was fine. So when I got to her show, it was one of those, oh, her. So it wasn't like, I'm really glad I did it, but I don't think that, I think it was because of the time I did it and it was still new and I was able to self-produce myself without anybody realizing it until it was all too late.
Yeah, because you were we were just talking.
I knew I was going to leave. I had an out date. You don't go into a reality show with a hard out. Not many people do, but I had my own plan and I executed it.
So wait, you saying you had your own plan to get disqualified?
I knew I was going to do something to let me go by August 21st because I had to be in New York for August 25th for a show with Danny Francesi, who was a wow kid, party monster, all that. He was at the wet t-shirt contest. He was literally like, you should stay. I was like, no, I'll be in New York because this was the Fringe Festival. I thought it was going to go to Broadway, the show called Jersey Shoresicle. So I knew I had 3 weeks there to make my mark. And if they didn't send me home because I kept breaking rules and telling them, I was going to hit a girl. And then they have to send you home because insurance.
But I have to rewind back to Jersey Shoresicle for 1 second because, girl, that is...
I'm doing an interview. I'll call you later. I love
you. It's Willam's mama on the phone. Hi, Willam's mom.
Okay.
We have a thing called Willam Wednesday where she calls me every Wednesday.
Oh, that's so cute.
It used to be for my dog Warner, but he died. So I'm like, I get the day now.
Wow. not you getting in line after that other bitch is dead.
First bitch.
Highkey. That's so interesting because it's like, you were one of the first queens. We were just talking about the ways that the queens now know how to break the fourth wall. And I feel like you were already doing that. And then maybe it's because of your history with being on camera and being like a working entertainer. But I guess like, do you think they still have the smoothness that I think you had it? Like, it's more obvious. Would you agree?
When I was there and I was trying to do stuff, I told cameraman, I'm going to loop around this table, walk around Jiggly and come back. And that's my one. That's where I'm starting. They're like, you can't tell us what to do. I'm like, I'm just telling you that if you film this, you'll probably have a good moment of TV. and that's where like the nurse that came out. And I was right. They had a great moment, and I'm like, let's work together, create good TV.
We were bringing it up in a meeting before this, bitch. You own a company. You built an entertainment like thing. At least co-built it. At least your name's on a check. So like, I'm kind of curious how you put that together. Well, the character at least is
tell us about Willam Barbie. Like businesswoman Barbie.
I think that I'm not a character. I'm me. People tend to think I go for a dumb blonde angle, but I go for an honest blonde angle.
No, girl, I was just calling you trashy without calling you trashy. I'm like, bitch, this bitch was trashy.
There's a dumb blonde in the room. Because it is
trashy. These are Balenciaga. This is from Pat Fields. These are Versace. Well, this one.
Oh my God.
How dare you? These are Area.
I know that's right. She said,
baby,
bitch, you call me trashy.
I'm mixing metals.
But you are really like a business.
Office Depot.
You have really
my dick looks huge when I take selfies with that.
Does it?
Yeah, it's all about scale.
Okay.
Oh my God.
But you have actually really built a business
Which one?
for yourself. That's what I'm saying, right? Like
I had the dancer business, which I'm starting to do again. It's called Box Meet, where I book Go-Go Boys. We do like 20 clubs a night, basically, in SoCal, Vegas. All the Go-Go Boys, because it's herding cats, so you need someone to do it.
But like, how do you balance this? Because you know, like one half of our job is like giving out our energy, is like going out and being like, yes, I'm the life of the party, or I'm the life of the drag queen story hour, whatever. And then the other half of it that I don't think people get a lot of acknowledgement for is that like we're all up in our emails where we're like, at least I think I have a schedule somewhere. Mm-hmm. I haven't really looked at it. I don't know where my phone is, but like, how do you balance both? Because when I'm saying like you're trashy, you're chaotic, I mean, you are like an old fashioned drag queen, like where we had personalities and souls before we had looks.
Oh yeah.
Check out.
Yes.
Take
that's
out
actually what made you famous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I was really good in the room, and that's how I got a lot of jobs. People wanted to work with me. I remember a Criminal Minds audition. I was walking out of the room, and they were like, thank you. And I was like, I'll see you on set. And they told me that when I got on set, the director came up and he's like, we all turned to each other and we were like, he's right. 2 episodes later, I booked. And it was like one of those things where I think that if you believe it enough and drink the delusion and have a little bit of luck and some talent and you're nice to people, you might get somewhere. And I was lucky that there weren't that many people trying when I was trying at first. And I just think I had the audacity to hit record and do my own stuff when other people wouldn't do it. And I found YouTube at the right time. But I think the business stuff with the podcasting and everything, that was just, what did I want to hear in my voice? And I was like, I would love nothing more than to sit in a dressing room between the Dream Girls dressing room, like with Delta and Raja. So that's how that came about.
Yeah.
And then Manila and Latrice's podcast came about because when we started doing our podcast, we did it for free the first season. And then we saw my agent at Gersh tried to see if anybody would buy it. We found one person who bid. It's now that one person, Forever Dog's highest rated show. So, and they do a lot of great shows. They do Julie Klausner's, they do Raven Simone's show. They do great podcasts. So I'm told. I don't listen. But based on our success there, they were like, if you double it and do 2 podcasts a week, your ads. I was like, oh, okay. And then they're like, do you got any friends? And we were like, oh, we could produce stuff for our friends and make money off of their ads because we're kind of like pyramid scheming now. Well, not. We're producing.
I was gonna say, it's giving Mary Kay.
Yeah.
All of capitalism. Listen,
her first dragging was Avon something.
Yes.
It was my first.
She likes
that
the
is
bees.
so sick. This bitch actually read my book and dog tagged it.
You know, I mean, we could be fans of each other.
Yes.
And it not be corny.
I know, it's just super true. It's just wild because like I know the drag I do is for a lot of people intentionally. And legit, you were talking about like how you probably couldn't think of the last time we met. Like I am such a love hater of Willam and always have been.
Was I nice to you the first time or not nice? And
it's been flip floppy, but it literally doesn't matter. Like my first interaction was with you. Like, well, no, because I was working the nightclubs.
Were you
like,
tracks? Yeah, I was at her clubs for years, probably before.
Yeah, so like one of the times like we had Willam, like she was everything, everyone was like, la, 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 la. And I don't even remember the beef with the last time. I just remember she was drunk and somebody else was annoyed. And I was like,
Depends on the year. I stopped drinking in 2014 because I couldn't remember doing something and I saw a video of it and I was like, that can't happen again.
I think that was like the year that
probably, yeah. No, I just stick to drugs.
Well, I see, that's why I'm like, it's so interesting the fact that you still get booked because you also are so controversial. Like, I know you've called it truth telling, but like, are there things that you regret doing, and what comes to your mind when you say yes? I'm always like, oh, you're meant for whatever, blah 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 blah. There's one thing I regret. I was on a movie in Croatia. It's one of these things that I have to own up to every time. If I could be arguing the best point, like 7 years ago, like authentic, everything's right. And then someone's like, well, you did blackface in 2008. Remember that one time? Well, yeah.
I was like, yeah. And so I'll own up for it every time and apologize every time because my gratitude that I still have a career while others have been canceled so quickly is because like, I feel like I have to own up to it every time and show white people that, someone's pain is not for anybody's pleasure ever when you're the oppressor like that. And I have to dismantle it. And this is my way of dismantling it by like talking about it and showing people that like you're more than your worst moment and you can do stuff and prove yourself and do better. This sounds stupid, but for the past 2 years, I've read only Black authors.
Wow.
I've supported different GoFundMe. My Patreon has been like Bob and Monet since the start. I try to put my money where my mouth is and do good work. And with Mom, we've raised over $270,000 for BLM, for trans girls housing, for lots of stuff that I was like, people want to watch us play games during COVID, whatever. We're going to make money for people using our platform instead of just like soaking up all this ad money. Let's give it to people who fucking need it. Drag is based on Black trans women.
Right.
Like all the stuff, all our lingo, everything good comes from that kind of, in my opinion. I'm sure good things come from other places too. But whatever. But I think talking about it, it's the only real thing where I'm like, I've had some shitty music. I've had really great music though too. Like I'm trying. Boy as a bottom is just. Yeah, I'm trying Thick Thighs with Latrice. That's my one. I try to think of look over there. I'm twerking. I didn't do blackface. See, twerking came from everything. Yeah. So like I'm trying to like talk about it and be accountable, and it's probably the only thing I wish.
So does that mean you're going to stop publicly talking about how much you hate RuPaul?
I don't publicly hate RuPaul. That's a misnomer.
People think that.
It's more nuanced than that. And if I can tell you don't listen to my podcast.
No. It's nothing more nuanced.
You do. Then you know I like her. And I give props to her all the time.
But Willam,
you're on the same internet that I am.
It'd be a little tone deaf sometimes.
And I know that like we both have the same reputation. I feel like anybody who has ever like spoken out like at all in a negative light, whether it be like about the show or about RuPaul, like you do get hit with this like hard. Yeah, well, why is this bitch biting the hand? And the longer that like you ever have had something to say, the like more people like directly like swallow our content, being like, oh, I just know that if I bet you there's some bitches. This is for you bitches in the comments right now. Yes. I already know that you're being like, oh, I logged out after 5 seconds. Then how are you seeing this? Because you're seeing two RuPaul haters sitting here saying that neither of us hate RuPaul.
And I know you don't hate RuPaul. I want to be clear about that.
Yeah, when you said it was tone deaf, I was like, I'd love to explain it more in the fact that like I am so grateful for her, RuPaul, the star, and every door and everything she's done. RuPaul Andre Charles, the person, has mistreated many of my friends badly enough that I'm in the opinion that I am not a good fit for her, and not everybody's for everybody. She's not for me. She probably doesn't even think about me for her, but who cares? The last time she saw me, she definitely raised her voice.
Did she?
Yeah.
When was the last time she saw you?
Last time she saw me was outside World of Wonder, and she gave me a up down in her car as she drove by, and I yelled at her to go visit Matthew, one of our friends who she fired and then was in a hospital 5 months later and never got up or out. So I don't hate RuPaul. I constantly praise her on my podcast. I do call her to task as jokes sometimes, but there's only like 2 things I really disagreed with her doing. And that was not letting trans people on the show and actively screening for it with casting people saying, does she have tits? She can't. Hide your trans, all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to ever pretend I didn't do that. And then the fracking stuff is funny too. And then when she put up the transportation flag for trains, that's tone deaf.
I said she is so. She is problematic, but
that's an age thing too. She doesn't know Bing, Google, whatever she's looking up. But I don't hate RuPaul, and we're throwing a party for Precinct for her birthday, November 17th, because we're raising money for Precinct.
Are you over that narrative?
Yeah, are you over the bullshit narrative?
No, I don't care. People are going to talk about what they want, but I don't mistake their digital access for correctness. Just because they can say it to me doesn't mean I care. Why do I care what I focus on? What the people who see me and love me want to do, because that's money in the bank for me. If I try to please everybody, including these people that don't like me, I'm spending a lot of effort and not getting anything back. So I'm not doing that. I won't fight with every single person on the internet anymore about if I like RuPaul or not. If you watch the show, you know it's more nuanced than that. Yeah. And every time I check in a hotel, do you want to come to my hotel? But we can't sing that anymore. We can't sing that. I can't get pissed on without thinking of,
Yeah, please.
It's more nuanced than that. But if someone says it on a podcast and people might think, oh, I'm going to reroute that narrative.
Yeah.
I mean, don't worry, girl. We're not going to twist your words out. And then you see like the edit for this week. I hate
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, because I do think it's very important to like hear that from you, because you're right. When you do talk about something on a recurring basis, and like people have an attention span of like a
10 seconds,
and like they only see that video and they're like, oh, here she is again talking about it.
Like and people gravitate towards the things that are like the biggest access from us. So it's like super,
clickbait,
it's super fucking annoying that like if you Google your name, like though, like,
do I look upset to you?
No, like, but that's because you fixed that fucking mug.
I know.
You don't look upset at all.
It's because like I am grateful that I get to explain this to people. I'm grateful for that show, because the other option would be obscurity. So if I have to talk about some stuff I don't want to, or take a picture that I might not be 1000% like wanting to like Elle Macpherson for and pose, it's fine. And I'll get by. I'm so grateful because every time somebody wants a picture, I remind myself one day, somebody's not going to want this. And you prayed for this. You wanted to be in tabloids. You went to career day in school and said, I want to be famous. And the teacher said, that's not a job. And I said, watch me.
Yes, bitch. I know that's right.
You never say no, because bitch, like that's the... Not me getting into my own hot water. The RuPaul reach around. Okay,
you got a podcast? What do you got? You got a book tour? Let's go jump on.
Well, I mean, I one of my first controversies after entering this new world of non-obscurity was me telling people I didn't want to fucking take pictures after I
remember
threw
that.
my pussy around.
You're also ill though.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So that was also the thing, is I don't think I've gone over it a million times. I wasn't used to this lifestyle, how hard it is. Now my body is haggard. You can take a picture with me at any point. Just don't fucking ask me for one, because in my soul, the answer is no, leave me alone. I'm trying to give a blowjob or do some drugs. Okay? Like if you can snap a picture during, then yes. But
that was my other question with you. I've monetized my body with OnlyFans. It seems like that would be a natural for you too.
I didn't know you were an OnlyFans creator.
Oh yeah. Me and Raheem are about to do a video. He just hosted my Out TV show with me. It was Raheem, Meatball, me. We showed Hole. We showed Dick, Out TV, Willam's Darkroom Duel.
Girl, are you ready? Are you prepping to like take that huge...
I'm good. I'm from Philly.
Oh, I know that's right. No, that's right.
Okay, How do you think that Liberty Bell got cracked?
No wonder you lived in Inglewood for a second.
Well, I lived by there for the airport. I was right by the airport and I was broke.
Yeah. Okay, you know what's wild though is like my next question would be like, how do you feel that has impacted like career opportunities? And this bitch is out here in like Balenciaga, Miu Miu, Gucci,
has a show.
I got these secondhand in Tokyo though, the Balenciaga boots, and this Versace glove I got at Martini Vintage in Dallas. Do you know Christina from the Murray and Peter tours? Stage manager girl?
I've never been booked.
Oh, well. Goals.
Highkey.
These are Versace secondhand. I got a lot of good deals.
You're like a smart shopper.
Yeah, I'm not like a rodeo girl.
Yeah.
That blue coat I wore on the Dolce & Gabbana that RuPaul peed over, the Sarah Jessica Parker one, Crossroads on Santa Monica Boulevard. Like,
Word.
They were putting up on the wall. I said, no, take that down.
Take that down. That's mine. But that is really great though, because I'm so excited. One, this like show that you're hosting.
It's great.
I'm like, how's it feel? Because you've done so many things and you host so many things. Was this like the perfect fit for you?
Yeah, I feel like it is because I booked dancers for 14, 15 years.
Yeah.
And then took a break in 2015 and now I'm going back to it. And I just feel like I've always wanted to own a club. My grandparents owned a bar called Waterfront Vicks in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
I want to own Wet Willie's. I want to tour with it as a party. Drag queens are historically people that are like a social lubricant. We're there to announce the drink special. Yeah. We're there to keep people drinking, keep them entertained, bring people in.
And we also do promote sex. I just want to say this.
Let's get people laid.
I know, like, unfortunately, drag has grown so that there is so much we can do in so many spaces.
It's been sanitized.
Yeah, including children's reading hour. Some of us are not here to
we
read
used to
your
suck
fucking
dick in those libraries.
Yeah,
well, please, which libraries?
Cocoa Beach Library in Florida. On Minuteman Causeway.
She comes with the
Show me what you got.
Well, I'm actually really curious because, like, sorry to sideline, but like there is this big stigma around. I personally feel being of the drag queens, being of the Ru bitches, and being a sexual being. Like I've been advised against it from people both at a professional level and people whose dicks I'm sucking of like also hopping into OnlyFans.
She's the only like co-host I've ever had that I've seen literally every piece of their body.
Yeah, I have.
And I'm like, and I don't hate it. It's a part. It's literally a part of the experience of this world.
I'm not like ashamed of my body, and like if people want to see it, why don't I let them pay me to do it before gravity gets me?
Girl,
like I'm happy to, and I know where that's that being scared of the sexualization thing because it might close other doors that you want to keep open in your career. But I'm I'm 44. Disney's not hiring me. I could show a little hole on the net. Nobody's gonna care. And I won a wet t-shirt contest on my season. People knew I was
a slut.
Yeah. And then the storyline that they went with when I got kicked off was, I couldn't take not seeing my husband, so he had to come and fuck me. Like that was all fake.
That was so wild.
That was fake. It was so wild.
Why'd you go with it if it was fake then?
Because they had All Stars and they had Drag U. And guess what? I was on Drag U.
Yeah.
And I was also on All Stars as the bartender after they kicked me off. I was supposed to be on the whole season of season 1. So I wanted to be easy to work with. I went with their little lie. They asked me to get my husband in the audience. I asked him. He said, absolutely not. I'm a lawyer. I'm not going on TV faking and lying.
Yeah.
So I was like, sorry, he can't come. You know what? They cut away to some random old guy in the audience and made him look like my husband. They got their story one way or another.
I mean, honestly, that's pretty cunt though. They were like, yeah, this bitch, that's how she got those shoes.
They gave you Pamela Anderson fish.
And I fucked the showrunner. Sorry, he fucked me. Yep.
See,
was it great? Did you go back for seconds?
The only thing I would change is I would have made him wear a condom. It was 2012. 11.
So what if you ever, let's just say there's a world where they're like, okay, everyone's willing to make amends. We really think it would be a wonderful ratings opportunity.
Yup.
Would your ass
they don't
go
need my
back?
help for ratings.
Okay, girl, nothing lives forever. So like, let's assume like it's season 37 and the show's on their last dying breath
I would say 25
because twinks are illegal. They're like, Willam, will you come
Would you
back?
go back?
It's hypothetical, which
is ridiculous.
Yes.
it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, but what would you do if they
like,
asked you in this hypothetical? Like, it's a hypothetical. You can answer like right on a dragon.
You never say never, but Cheyenne Jackson was just pontificating the same thing on like an Instagram live because he's friends with Ru and he's friends with me. My aunt directed one of his TV shows and we got to know each other. And he was talking about, he's like, man, I just wish like those two could come together. And I was like, invite us to charades and see which one of us comes because she loves games.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say no, but like, I never had a giant problem with her other than fucking with my money once and that wasn't her. That was other people deciding I had no storyline with other people once Fifi's warrants came up, you know?
Can you do any of the other franchises? Like, could you go on Canada's Drag Race?
I'm not interested in working for the people at World of Wonder. They don't treat me and the other girls how they deserve to be treated.
Yeah.
I have a whole master list of all the prizes they've ever given out. A lot of them, the girls never got their prizes, and that'll be coming out soon. I just don't think that I need to be like spoon-fed shit and pretend it's pate any longer.
Wait, how many girls are you saying is on that master list?
Did
like a whole bunch?
Did I count for a year?
Single prize. What'd you say?
Did I count for a year?
I haven't gotten to your season yet. I'm only at 10. Miss 11 legendary.
Okay, well, you gotta when you get to me, you gotta add me onto that list, make me really bitter about it, and then
one main
cross it
challenge.
out.
What did you win, girl?
I won the whole fucking show.
I know, but your main challenge win.
Oh, I don't know. It was shared.
Me and Latrice too. I haven't had a shared win challenge. Okay.
As a host of your own show, is there anything that you see are like through a perspective of like a RuPaul who is trying to like, who was like hustling at the time you were on the show to get the longevity of like, I need this show to stick around. And you also probably want your show to stick around. Is there anything that you kind of like maybe misunderstood at one point, but now that you kind of get as a host?
Or at least see differently.
Yeah, see differently.
I know that I'm not going to get me from everybody because Matthew, her makeup artist, the one that I referred to before, he explained to me why RuPaul didn't want to be spoken to and didn't want to ka with everybody. Because if you're number one on the call sheet, there's hundreds of people that work for you and that are all some that aren't even on the call sheet. You have to say hello to every single one. It's like the fan thing. You give it energy, and it's made me realize I'm first on the call sheet. I know what I'm going to do differently by watching other people. And sure, she wants to conserve her energy or whatever reason. Yeah. I don't know. It's not for me to understand. I know what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be a fucking drag queen first. And then number one on the call sheet. And drag queens make people have good times.
Yeah.
We usually, sometimes we're polarizing and we make people think, but I would like people to think fun things about me. So I will look great and I will have my shoes on and I will have nails and I will give them full fantasy as a host.
This is what that little kid who said they wanted to be famous would do.
Yeah. So I do it and I try to help other people too, because it's more fun with your friends and like meatball at mom and like getting strippers jobs and like working with like Courtney and Alaska and Detox and Vicky and all of my girl group girls. I've just been so blessed to like work with drag queens, and drag has brought me everything. So I'm never going to discount anything RuPaul does. My gratitude is unconditional, but she could be nicer to people. But so could I.
So could we.
Yeah, we all have our moments.
We're human.
I'm glad that you brought that up, because that was something that like I definitely have started feeling like more and more. Like actually the second I got on the show, I was like, oh fuck, no wonder she doesn't talk to every bitch. Girl, there's just like 12 of us here right now, and there was a different 12 yesterday, and all these different cameramen who she does need to know their names because they're going to try and catch her.
Yes.
They know better to do that. There was a moment in your lip sync where your mirrored headpiece shows her so perfectly in her green dress, and I captured it on my phone. But also when you won, she touched the back of your shoulder. Will you tell us what it was like to have RuPaul touch you? What did she say? Because she also leaned forward, but then they cut away.
Now this is the tea.
No. If we're gonna be doing some like real tea spilling, honestly, especially because Willam like crushed hers. The last conversation I had with RuPaul, like realistically, person to person, was midway through the winner's season, and I had been crying the whole fucking time because like I'd been taking this shit seriously. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
But I had taken it seriously.
When you realized it was rigged?
Well, no. I realized it was rigged when I got the sheet of songs and they were all like
come rain or come
showy.
Ladies who lunch.
Girl,
we know.
It's all Broadway musicals.
You want Patty here.
Oh, strange. None of these are in my wheelhouse. Are you ever gonna? No. But like I was crying all season because I had just gone to have fun, and those judges were like, they were just shredding us. Oh God, there she is.
Yeah, but it's so cool how
God, can we make sure? I literally see the green dress.
Send it to yourself. They captured the moment and they picked what moment to use of you with RuPaul, and it literally watching.
I literally
and it's at a moment in the chorus of the song where you're like, where you mean it too. And I was like, oh, what great camera work. There's a reason she knows those cameramen. Those cameramen are fucking great. And, yeah, and Duncan. They have great people.
They have great people.
And they make great TV.
It was like midway through the season where I was crying a shit ton because I was taking it very seriously, and she like pulled me aside because I was walking by one of her random thousands of cameos and TikTok photo shoots she was doing. And she was like, she touched me again. And she just like told me she wished that we had gotten more time in a different like setting to spend with each other. She sees a lot of what I'm going through, but don't take this show too seriously.
If she wanted to, she would have.
I know, girl.
So that was on her.
I mean, it's true, but also to your point, like she has a million people to say hello to, and I think about the fact that I'm my number one right now. I'm my selfish person, and I'm gonna give out what I can with people.
Yeah,
but also, girl, I'm like I can't be Mother Teresa for these bitches. If you want a picture, you got to meet me in the alleyway, bitch.
And I understand that, but she tells people, she says, everybody say love, I'm your mother, all that stuff. And if you say it and then you don't do it, it's a little performative for me. Like I'd rather suck your dick than.
And my thing is, I wonder if there was a moment where it was real and true, and then as the star rises and more things are on your plate,
it just becomes
things are getting sacrificed. It just becomes.
You heard about her stealing the air conditioner, right?
No.
Well, you're gonna have to read RuPaul's book then too, because it's in there. She talks about it in one of her books where nobody was using this air conditioner that was at Lady Bunny's house where she had moved in. She moved in the winter. Then she moved out, and it was the summer, and they were like, "Okay, where's this air conditioner?" She had taken it when she moved out. It wasn't hers to begin with. And then they were like, "We need this air conditioner back." And she's like, "I don't know, this is mine now." And then she finally gave it back or whatever. And then at Wigstock that year when they introduced her, they were like, "Everybody say fee." And they did.
Highkey.
Y'all got to give her props. Like you have really built like in a non-consistent kind of creative lane. You have really built like a life for yourself in a really beautiful way. And you've built Willam to be this. And I always wonder, well, what more do you have on the table? Like what else have you really wanted to do and you just haven't done it yet?
What's something that's still on your bucket list aside from...
What's it giving? Because I mean, how you gonna go from A Star Is Born and you have a number one song? Like you have these like incredible accolades that I'm just like, what more?
Girl, I forgot. Oh my God.
I think I'm one of the Adore and me are the only ones with number one Billboard albums.
That's crazy.
Could never be me.
A lot of girls have nice music though too. What's next for me is still like creating, but like helping others. And I want to. I just want to make, I'm a Cancer, so I make spaces, and I have the Airbnb in Palm Springs. I'm going to open another Airbnb in the next month in LA. I'm trying to open a store in LA.
Yeah.
That's
When are you opening a brothel?
I would love to go to Vegas and do that. I think that would be a great idea.
I'm surprised you don't. Like, you have it already.
That feels like a future idea.
Is the Go-Go
It's
Boys
not a terrible idea.
It's like, I'm like, is that
the
not?
Go-Go Boys, I definitely let people know about opportunities when they presented themselves in ways outside of the club. I would always liaison, but I would not get money for that. That's like...
But the opportunity was there, and I was thinking of it in my shower today.
Yeah.
So I want at least 0.05%.
You can come on the house anytime.
Okay, yeah. That's honestly all I really want. I just want a discount.
I want to come too.
Go ahead.
Like in both ways.
You can hold the camera.
Yes.
I mean, this is when we'll break our OnlyFans bubble. Yeah.
I would live.
Girl, I'm about it. Okay.
Yvie is really rubbing off on me in such a way.
I have my hands in a lot of different
pots.
Yeah. Like there's the cameos, there's the OnlyFans, there's the podcast, there's the live gigs, there's the merch, there's the this, there's the that, and the Airbnbs, and all of that stuff collectively makes it so that I can live and be okay.
Yeah.
In the second or third most expensive city in America. So I am very glad for OnlyFans and the perverts that look at me.
Here's to you, perverts. I'll see you soon.
That was a really beautiful love letter to those perverts.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you
one
for
of
that.
them.
Truly in your soul. Wait, okay, Willam.
Yeah, I'm a dirty old man.
We always ask our guests this question every single week, and I just feel like we're gonna get a really wild answer.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
What'd you have for breakfast? we really do ask that. That is not where I was going. No, I'm sorry. Okay.
That's not the question.
Okay, wait, what did you have for breakfast though?
I mean,
I haven't eaten today yet.
Oh, drag queens. Never ask us what we had.
That's why she has plans. She has plans.
She's like,
the bottoms diet.
Oh, girl.
But that's the actual question.
Okay. The actual question is, what are you high-key about? Like, what are you into? What's taking up space in your mind? Clearly some dick.
Oh, I'm so excited for you.
I know.
Honestly, me too. I'm really jealous.
What am I high key about right now? I'm trying to think. Right now, I am high key about. I'm trying to eliminate procrastination from my life. So I'm trying to stop smoking pot, and I'm doing great.
Is it work? Like, are you?
Yeah, I haven't smoked since this afternoon.
Oh, come on! I think we gotta praise the little wins.
Yes,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, for sure.
I was I lost kind of like a muse in my life who helped me be creative, and I've had like a really like lull for the past like 4 or 3 years, and I'm like, well, stop smoking pot and be more productive. Like do it as a reward, not a routine.
And you're not relying on anyone else to like give you that energy.
And I used to, and he was great, and he's not around anymore because he doesn't live here. But I was like, you could do that for yourself. You did all this great stuff before him, and you're not like, so you don't have your co-signer and your yes man. That's fine. You could still create things, and don't be afraid of success. Because procrastination is really being afraid of success. And
I'm actually shocked that afraid is even in your vocabulary. Like, you don't give me any type of like, there's fear.
Imagine what I would do if I wasn't a crackhead. Because I'm hiding it so well, and people are like, oh, you have all your shit together. I have all my shit together because I've made every mistake in the book, and I can tell you how not to make it. So I'm trying to create and follow my own advice and show this fucking town why I moved here.
Yeah.
I want to make movies. I want to produce. I want to do TV shows. I want to write. I don't want to be in everything.
Yeah.
I want to move on to the next phase. And I'm excited to be doing it with Mom in Alaska because she's like so rad.
Girl, that was so
love y'all
touching.
together.
This is going to be playing definitely in your documentary, like after your passing. They're going to be like, yeah.
I hope so.
We really love this crackhead.
That would be everything to be in the Willam documentary when you did.
I already made it. It's the AAA Girls documentary. It's on Out TV also. I was one of the co-directors, and I also have my funeral planned. I'm being cremated. Everybody gets a wig. Rhea and Alaska are in charge of who gets what wig.
Oh shit!
I know. And the lace fronts will go quick, so get there early. Mister's gonna sponsor it.
Giving out free prep to everyone. I love
and
that.
DoxyPep.
Yes.
And then also, since I'll be cremated, we're gonna have music, and as it goes into the oven, they're gonna start Shaka Khan Through the Fire. so all my friends will be like, this fucking bitch.
Please.
As I leave, they'll be like, this goddamn dumb cunt. Because I want to gag
You
them.
start laughing and not crying. And I think that's what you do for all of us.
Or maybe I should do Pointer Sisters. Fire.
I mean, I love the
riding
Shaka Khan.
in
You should have
coffin.
RuPaul DJ.
Oh my God. We'll get
It's
DJ.
all in her set, girl.
DJ Ellis Mia.
Oh!
Pump that track. Actually, there's my favorite RuPaul album has like all these mashups, and it's Champion with
it's like all the Ellis
event.
Mia remixes.
So good.
Like half of the album is literally just.
He's doing our RuPaul party at Precinct. I cannot wait.
It's literally this Friday.
It's Monday.
Oh, Monday.
God damn.
Oh, it's Monday. Okay.
Come, change your flight. You're a Ru girl. Miss a flight.
I can't for reasons I don't remember.
I'm just honestly shocked that she's here today.
Lady Bunny once told me that there's a correlation between people with bad memories and people who suck dick really well. You know who told her?
No.
Who? Can't remember.
All right, y'all. I think that's a perfect place to end.
Lady Bunny, copy from the best.
Oh
Fucking Willam. All right, we'll have our high keys after this.
Highkey.
Okay. Willam really is actually crazy though. I have to say, after we taped that interview, I told myself I was gonna go to sleep that night, and she texted me being like, yeah, come out. Like, let's go hit the town. And I'm like, that's just a Wednesday as fuck. Like, I don't know. This horror picks me up in drag at like a regular person dinner bedtime, and she proceeds to like take me bopping around WeHo. Mind you, she like doesn't drink, so she's like she's just in drag,
Just full of
like,
energy.
Yeah, just like dancing around in the club on like I can't remember what it's called, but they throw their ass on Wednesdays.
Maybe that is actually the name of the party. Just throw your ass on Wednesdays.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's something like that. It's like wobble them cheeks Wednesday, and this bitch is in the club, like there are guys twerking around her. She's like dancing and doing her Duolingo at the same time. Like, doesn't know any of the vocab, like, but perfect accent.
I have to meet this goal for my duo. Like,
she was just getting ready for the Super Bowl.
And it's so funny because you know me so well. The fact that like I think we left that recording, and I was like, I'm going to bed. Don't y'all talk to me. Don't y'all. This has been too long. And so it's like I saw everything just like when y'all like posted the next day, and I was just like, oh my God, that looks so much fun. But also no FOMO.
No,
I just needed to just rest because it was honestly drag race dreams come true, like being able to like have all of these incredible guests. And also, I don't know if I sent you that video right after you see in that interview, she's like actually reading excerpts from Yvie's book. And
love her.
Literally asked Yvie at the end to sign her book. I have a full video on my phone for that. I think we'll post it on our socials at Highkey here. So you can like make sure to check that out because there's just all this content that we like took in studio and it was just fab. How did you feel with her like kind of queening out on you like that? Like she's a fan of you and knew your shit.
It is very humbling. To be for real, it is wild because you know, you watch these people on TV, you look up to them, you look down on them, you talk shit about them on the internet, whatever. It's a trip to see specifically somebody who's already a name in people's mouths give a shit about drag, give a shit about like the people who are given the opportunities off of clearly a show that she is like so invested in. And you know, hot take, but Willam's always going to have a worse rep than she deserves. She's just an old fashioned drag queen. And unfortunately that comes with its mistakes, but it also comes with like an unfiltered real passion for whatever it is she's into. So
yeah, because I'll give her that. She stands in her thoughts and her opinions. And I think for sure how I felt in this interview at times, like even before we knew we were interviewing her, I just was like, okay, she's had a super problematic history. I think I've been one of those fans that have like viewed her of like, I love the humor. I love watching her on Race Chasers, but like, she kind of has had like a problematic history in a lot of ways, like not even kind of. And so like, I'm happy we were able to sort of talk about that and she was open about it and didn't like even try to like escape from it. You know what I mean? And
only
that's when I realized she's that girl.
Drag queens are problematic. That is why Willam is like one of my favorite drag queens. Is drag queens are a problem. They are a problem. Have you ever been to a club and not had an issue with a drag queen? Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, but speaking of like problems and people who are obsessed, I have a problem, Ryan. I need to know what you're high key about this week.
Work. Okay. So I am high key about, oh my God, what am I high key about this week? I'm still trying to figure it out.
Okay. I can tell you what I'm high key about first. Cause, it's really easy. So I've seen like a succession of movies that have just like made me want to claw my fucking face off.
Is that a good thing? What the fuck?
Not necessarily. Okay, because Doug and I have been in this debate, and by debate, I mean, it's not even a debate. He just really loves the Safdie movies because they are great. And I just can't stand them because even up to like to Marty Supreme, they're usually about just like the douchiest guys, like getting away with the absolute worst fucking behavior. And you can argue that it's like not being glorified since they all get their comeuppance or whatever in some way or shape, but it still doesn't feel that way. It looks like a movie about like a douchey guy who's like fucking 80 women and cheats on his grandmother and stole a tennis bracelet or whatever. And you're like, oh God, I can't stand this. So we've been in an argument about like those types of movies.
You hated Marty Supreme?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
That's what I mean.
did.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is I can't pretend like it wasn't a good, thrilling film. It was a good film, and I enjoyed the ride of it all. But by enjoying the ride, I meant the whole time I was sitting there staring at the screen like, I fucking hate men. Why do men get to tell these stories about men?
Yes, but when you go into it and knowing that, it's kind of like, all right, just enjoy it for what it is. Like I had to with one battle after another.
You say that, but like that girl, one battle after another is one movie that's been made. These Safdie brothers are making those movies. Like they just like kept going. And so I was like in this debate where I was like, I would really love to see them make a movie like this about a woman. And then Doug and I watched, If I Had Legs, I Would Kick You.
Oh, that's on my list. Don't talk about it. La, la, la.
I won't go too deep, but it was amazing to see that same sort of like energy panic taken into a perspective instead of some like crazy sensationalist man who's doing crazy sensationalist stuff. It was like about a mother and really forced you to sit here and like focus on all the crazy shit she's doing and all of her decisions. But what my high key actually is send help, because I saw that after. And it's campy, it's fun. It is not at all the same tone as other things, but it felt like the long shower I needed after years of just like feel bad movies of like, oh, yep. And men are shitty and winning again. And Send Help just like sends you a woman being stomped on who then gets to flip the script. So longest high key ever, bitch, but Send Help.
That was a good help. That was a good high key. Okay, so I am so high key recently about farmers markets.
Whoa!
I went on a farmers market date last weekend before I left, and I did not realize. I guess I didn't really know what a farmer's market was. I was like, wait, this is just a place where someone's 70-year-old grandmother sells the candles that she's been making in her spare time. But
is that not it?
There's like, it is that, but then it's also like, there's fresh fruits and there's fresh broccoli. I guess I didn't know that you could actually legitimately like grocery shop at the farmer's market, which I guess makes sense because it's in the name, the farmer's market. But I just always thought of it as being like, I always thought of it being kind of like what they do at the Rose Bowl, like one of those, like the thrift market, like the flea market.
Yeah, like where,
I thought it was more like that than a farmer's market, but that also shows how I do not cook anything. But I had some of the best tangerines. I just was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do with any of this except for just go to like tent to tent and just try all the things for free and just be like, no, I'm not buying anything, but thank you.
That's the whole reason my mom took us kids out to festivals growing up. It was like, okay, kids, this is where we get our free meal off of samples.
Literally.
Y'all better put the tears in your eyes.
Why would I go to brunch when I could just come to the farmer's market?
Girl, you could have left that why would I go to brunch? Farmer's market is the tea.
It's so the tea. So I'm high key about farmer's markets. You might see me out in one in LA from now on a Sunday morning. It's so cute. But thank you for watching the show. Until next time, make sure you're doing all the things. Follow us on Instagram at Highkey Here and on TikTok at Highkey Here. Highkey Here. We're trying to get our numbers up. Watch us on YouTube. Leave a comment. I love seeing the community that's on our YouTube. Y'all are just so sweet and just already there watching. It makes me very excited.
And you got dirty little mouths.
Yes. And of course, leave reviews on Apple Podcasts. We are trying to make sure we know what you guys are thinking. Wherever you're listening, please leave a comment, leave a review, and share with your friends. Tell everyone that Highkey is your new favorite pod, because I think it is. Y'all have been telling us how much you've missed us. And so
tell them, Highkey.
Please.
Get it? Because
we're not just another drag race pod, bitch. Okay? No shade to the ones that are. Sorry. Anyway, bye.
Y'all are amazing. Bye.
Yay Media Group.